sheet in this one. What impressed you most about your team's total team effort?
Yeah, we had some guys have really good nights. Some of them maybe weren't the score sheet. I thought he had two. Listerine had his best game of the year by far. He was outstanding tonight. And we had a bit of that. So they're a real good team. They got their whole lineup in. They've been on a roll. And it's a hard fight for the puck. So I thought we had a pretty good balance between when to be physical and when to play the puck. And we stayed out of a block of time of dominance by the other team, which is usually what Carolina gets. They'll get 10 or 15 minutes of the game and really come at you. And they've been a great third period team. So I liked it. I thought we were pretty good.
Uvis Valinskis, first NHL.
Yeah.
What was the most gratifying factor watching that for him personally?
Because he's done everything he possibly can to stay in the lineup, and he earned it. So he comes over here, completely different league, doesn't know anybody. Training camp's really difficult, and then he earned his spot in the lineup, and he played his 10 games. I think a bit of a reset almost rejuvenated him. He's been good. He's been really good for us, but he was even faster tonight, right? Just a little bit of a great jump, and that's a hard team to play against, especially if you haven't seen that style of hockey, and I don't know that he would have played a game like that in his history, but he handled that no problem. He actually excelled in it.
How pleased were you with the defense? It seemed like, aside from those rebounds, everything seemed
we handled. They lead the league, very close to or lead the league in offensive zone time. They're hard to break out on, and I thought, especially with our lefties in the corner, it's a real challenge for the team that's that quick. It's hard to move the puck clean sometimes, and they did a real good job. A lot of forwards helped out. It was exactly what we would hope we would look like at this time of year with the people that we have out of our lineup. We looked like a team that was cohesive. Wasn't easy at times moving the puck. We had some Barkov's game, especially in that game. He was so good, and then Matthew. He's played that game a whole bunch of times this year, just haven't had any points to feel good about, but really critical, right? Those first two, such critical parts of where we're at.
To piggyback off that PK, 3 for 3, no shots on goal when you guys were just encouraging to see that, considering how...
Well, I think what's happened is Lusteron and Stenlund now have built a chemistry together, and then we found in Lundell, and we used Lockwood tonight on the kill. It's a new system that we're running. It took a little while to get, but I think we're starting to, our aggression is starting to show. And that only comes when the players get a good handle on what they're trying to do.
Any flashbacks seeing that Matthew with that goal there looked very reminiscent?
Well, he does excel right in these games. I mean, I'm happy for him because he doesn't care about points. He truly doesn't. He'll play with anybody. Doesn't care about points. Just wants to win hockey games. But it's good that he gets a positive result and to feel really good about.
It seems like that second line played its best game overall today, not only getting those goals, but also pretty good play defensively. I mean, what were your observations there?
Well, I think Matthew's been very consistent. I thought Lundell, again, with Lusteron and those two guys, Lundell was really good tonight and really hard on pucks and won battles along the wall. The center ice position drives the line. It defines how much time you spend in your own end, really how you transition the puck and what you can get done offensively, certainly off face-off. So when your centerman's going, everybody else can look pretty good.
Obviously, every night's going to be different when it comes to goaltending, but tonight the rebounds were a little bit more difficult, I'd say, than normal. Just how do you handle that defensively?
Yeah. Well, you got to play a fairly tight gap game then on those rebounds, but the goal that got tipped right at the very end, and we slow it right down. He didn't have a chance. The first one is 2 rebounds, but they're just rockets, right? I'm not worried about those rebounds. I'm just really happy there is one, and we didn't handle them. But other than that, I thought we handled that pretty good. They're a really good shot tip team, so they get to the front of the net. I think we might be number 1 in the NHL for screen shots, meaning we get people to the front of the net. I think they're probably number 2. So there's a lot to handle for the goalie there, a lot of screens. So I'll take a rebound over not all day long.
Holding your breath on the high stick? I mean, it didn't look like it was anything, right?
No, we looked at it once. We get 2 or 3 views. We were pretty sure it was good.
I mean,
but in general, based on life experience, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Going back to Uvis, I mean, he said he didn't know anyone coming in here, but I mean, after he scored that goal, everyone looked as thrilled as ever.
Because he makes a lot of really good plays on the ice that the players appreciate. The players appreciate their teammates in terms of what they accomplish when they take hits, all the hard things that he does it all really well. So he's kind of a player's player. So when you get a guy like that puts one in, everybody's cheering for him.
You guys have won 8 of 11 now and 3 in a row after last year. It took you guys a while to put that kind of a streak together. Just what do you think is different?
Well, I mean, with the structure of our overall game, and we've had players improve and grow here. done a pretty good job replacing them. But it's in some ways as it should be. Yeah, I am pleased with where we're at, based on what we knew with the players out, what it was going to look like. But there's also an expectation that if you played 10 months last year, you'd have a better handle on your structure, and we do have a much better handle on what we're supposed to be doing defensively. We've improved in that area more than any other. Our defensive game is considerably stronger. So we can insert some people that are new, and still, again, with the center ice and even with Benny out, we've got pretty good structure to our game.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay,
Thanks,
guys.
Coach. Defensive effort in front of you, just what impressed you the most from your vantage point?
Yeah, as you said, they defended very hard. Lots of block shots. They play tight, tight gap. Yeah, it's a big win, and it's all guys tonight for sure.
You guys are picking up a lot of points here early on. How important is that, given that you snuck in last year with 1 point in the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely. It is important. It's all about now to get the points, to get the to build them, to put them in the bank, and build the chemistry as well. So build this strong foundation.
What do you say about the job that the PK did tonight? Not letting much of anything get to you.
Yeah, PK was strong, same as a whole defensive game tonight. So we were really strong.
Looked like things were pretty clear, right? Except for a couple breakdowns, but for the most part.
Yeah, it's a hockey. There will be breakdowns. So but overall, I say again, it was a solid defensive team. So defensive game
Against a really good team.
against a really good team. Exactly.
How impressive has it been that the team's been so good defensively in front of you without guys like Ekblad and Montour, and now you're at 8-4-1 on the season?
Yeah, it's we have a good group of guys. We have a good structure, and it's like everybody have some new guys have opportunity to step in, and yeah, it's fun.
But when it comes to something like controlling rebounds, is that something that you find easier or more difficult depending on the team that you're playing against, or is it like a night-to-night type of thing?
I would say it depends what's going on in front of you, whether you see the puck or not see. If you're fighting for division, it's so hard to control. Then you try to block it. So again, the guys did a great job to box them out and allow me to control the puck.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What messages did you have on your phone?
A lot of them. My phone's probably gonna blow up, but yeah, it's nice.
So what's it feel like? What's going through your mind right now? And you get a big smile on your face. First NHL goal.
Yeah, it's a dream come true for me, my family, for everyone. So yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Yeah.
Can you walk us through the play? Like how did it line up right from your eyes?
There was a 2-on-2 odd-man rush. Lusty made a good play, and then we ended up 2-on-1 with Chucky, and he found me a back door, and I just needed to score.
You talked about in training camp. At one point in your career, you kind of forgot about the NHL and that game, our first NHL goal. Have you had a moment to kind of think big picture here, just how crazy this all is?
Oh yeah, it's really crazy. I'm just first of all, I was happy to make an NHL team and play the first game of the season, and obviously now score a first NHL goal. It's unreal.
You've looked so comfortable out there since day one. Just what do you kind of credit with your quick transition to the NHL?
Oh, it's just I don't know. Like it's my only chance here, and I have to make it and just play my game, be comfortable. Just enjoy it, and sorry.
When did things start to settle down for you once you started getting into games? When did things, or have they settled down for you?
Yeah, after the first game, in the first game, I was a little bit overwhelmed with first NHL game, all that. But I think after that first game, it's been going up and better.
And what was the reaction from the bench after you got that first goal?
Oh, everybody was celebrating. Everybody was happy for me, and already for last couple of games, everybody was telling me I got one, I got to score one, and it finally happened. And it's nice to score it also at home and with a home crowd, and amazing feeling.
And just overall in the season, 10 games or 12 games in now, whatever it is, you guys are starting to roll your first NHL experience with a top NHL team. Has to kind of feel nice at this point.
Yeah, it feels nice. Play with guys like Barkov and Kachuk and all those guys, and I'm enjoying it.
Thanks for this.
Yeah.
On the score sheet tonight, what can you say about your team's total team effort there?
Well, we had all four lines going today,
play it the right way. And we know it's every time we play against Carolina, it's going to be a tough grind from start to finish. And I think we had a pretty good grind today.
Not 3 for 3 on the PK. You guys didn't allow a shot on goal when you were shorthanded. Just how encouraging is that, considering the way the PK has gone at points this year?
Well, yeah, we've been working a lot on it and talking about it, and in the practice we've been working on it. So all the guys on the ice know what to do and where to go and how to execute. So it's been our one of the strengths this year.
What's the comfort level with you and Rhino and Ed? Just because from up top it looks like you guys are really starting to click and the chemistry is really starting to work.
Yeah, it's easy with those two guys. They're really smart players. They have they don't have weaknesses in their games. Like they create chances in the offensive zone. They're always in the right spot in defensive zone. Like you love to play with those type of guys, and I'm really lucky to play with them right now.
On a personal note, goals in 3 straight games. Just how good are you feeling personally offensively right now?
Well, of course, scoring goals is great, but yeah, we've been getting chances as a line. That's the best part of it. Like you play as hard as possible with these systems. You know you're not giving up much, trying to not to give up much defensively, and then at the same time you're creating chances, and that's great, and that's what we want to keep building on.
How nice was to see Uvis get his first NHL goal there?
Yeah, he's a heck of a player, and his skill level and very surprised me a lot this year starting from the camp. Like he's doing the right things on the ice, playing with so much confidence, and for the guy who comes here from the Europe and plays like him, haven't been too many of those type of guys, so it's very exciting to see what he's doing.
It's only been a month in the season, but just how much growth have you seen from him since training camp and then first month in the NHL?
I think he came ready. Even start from the first game, he was already NHL player. You see him doing the right things, him not being afraid to try and make not fancy plays, but plays that not too many guys can do, and he's executing really well in them. So he just keeps building.
That's 3 wins in a row for you guys. Knowing how close it was last season to get to the playoffs, stacking up these points so early on in the year, how important is that?
Yeah, we talk a lot about the start. Last year, we started well, first 5 games, but then we got a little drop, and obviously injuries and stuff. So this year, same thing. We have injuries, but we have a lot of same guys, so we kind of know the systems, and we just got to grind. And today was a good 2-point grind for us.
Last year it took 50-something games to go on a 3-game win streak. This year it takes 11, 12 games to do that. What's been different about this group this year in terms of that consistency?
Well, one thing, like I said, we know what to do on the ice right now, and we know how to play the right way. And if we do that, we always will get a chance to win. And obviously, Bob has been giving us a chance to win every night, Bob and Stoley. And like I said, we just been doing the right things on the ice, and whenever we do that most of the game, we have a good chance to win.
You guys are at
Thanks, Mark.